We're the best team in the league and the haters are still talking trash, saying I'm not him and my hairline looks like it was drawn with the Etch-a-Sketch. How do we shut him up?
We gotta silence the biggest cowboy hater. Classic chop off the head and the body will die technique.
He'll shut up after the beatdown we lay this week.
I'm not buying the Cowboys hype. They're a choke job waiting to happen.
What's up, YouTubeverse? It's your boy RB back again for another one. Today we're talking about NFL Week 4 and NBA Media Day. Let's get right into it. Nuance Machine episode 62. Let's kick it. All right, before we get started, please hit that like and subscribe button. Also, check out my shop, breezysprints.com, where you can find all original designs, printed on high-quality tees, tank tops, sweatshirts, and hoodies. All designs are done by yours truly, and without further ado, let's get into it. Let's start with the best, my squad, Philadelphia Eagles. We're still undefeated. It's just them and the Niners are the only undefeated teams left, and this game was a game that the Eagles really needed, and it played out perfectly for us. Like, the first few games of the season, our defense and running game have been dominant, while Jalen was good, but we all know that he could play better, and the fans were kind of concerned because we just gave him that huge contract. The Commanders have a legit defense, and they did a good job of stopping the run. Also, the Commanders' offensive coordinator, Eric Bieniemy, had a great game plan for the Commanders' offense, and they were able to score fairly efficiently against the Eagles' defense. So, in turn, that forced Jalen Hurts to step up and make plays, and boy, he did not disappoint at all. Look at these throws, man. A.J. Brown had that double move working all game. The Commanders just couldn't stop it. And, of course, that means A.J. Brown had a random drug test today. It was a great game, came down to overtime, and the Birds came out with a W, so can't complain about that. I said at the beginning of the season that I thought the Niners were overrated, and I'll admit, I was completely wrong. I mostly felt that way because I doubted Brock Purdy. I mean, his story is just amazing. I thought it was a little too good to be true. Like, last pick of the draft, gets forced into the starting role due to injuries and takes full advantage of it. It just sounds like a movie plot, you know? Christian McCaffrey has over 600 yards from scrimmage and 7 touchdowns so far this season. Like, his numbers are just outrageous. Brock Purdy has continued to be good, and the Niners look like the Eagles' main competition for the Super Bowl right now. So, you know, in the NFC, it's looking like it's going to be the Eagles and Niners again. This week's toilet bowl was the Broncos versus the Bears, and the Bears had a 3-touchdown lead and still lost the game 21-24. Like, you were up 21-0 and then put up goose eggs after that and gave up 24 points. It's just so typical. That dumpster fire is still burning real hot. Simply put, good teams find ways to win, bad teams find ways to lose. And the Bears also have issues at wide receiver with Chase Claypool, where you can clearly see that his effort is just not there. He doesn't seem to care. He seems like he doesn't want to be there. And not only are the Bears looking to trade him, but they've told him to stay away from the Bears facility.
Damn!
Just, wow. And then the cherry on top of the crap sundae that is the Bears, they also had $100,000 worth of lawn equipment stolen from Soldier Field. Somebody help the Bears, man.
Help me!
Somebody, please, help.
Nigga! Help me!
Robert Saleh, Zach Wilson, and the Jets are walking away from last night's game with the Chiefs with a moral victory. And I'm sorry, but in the NFL, there are no moral victories. Jay-Z said, moral victories are for minor league coaches. And yeah, I already told you we major you cockroaches. Show me where the boats is, Ferrari Testarossas. Hammer went broke, so you know I'm on focus. I lost 30 mil, so I spent another 30. Because unlike Hammer, 30 million can't hurt me. Fucking insane, what the fuck am I saying? Not only am I fly, I'm fucking not playing. All these little bitches, too big for their britches, burning their little bridges. It's fucking ridiculous. I'm sorry, I went off on a tangent there. Anyway, Zach Wilson looked pretty good in this game, but it just wasn't enough to beat the Chiefs. And I want to know what the under-over was for the amount of times they showed Taylor Swift on TV.
Our last game was the best offensive game in NFL history.
Travis Kelce, how's it feel being Mr. Taylor Swift?
Feels great, dominating the tight end position on and off the field.
Nice.
Are you guys kidding me? We just almost broke the scoring record and you guys are talking about Taylor Swift?
Oh my God, Tua, are you dating Taylor Swift?
No.
Then shut up and let us do our jobs.
Whatever that number is, if you bet the under, you were crazy. They showed Taylor Swift at least 11 times. Good Lord. They showed her so much. Even my wife was like, yo, this is ridiculous. I'm here to watch the football game. I don't give a shit about Taylor Swift. By the way, that's like reason number 6 why I love my wife. legit football fan. The Bucks beat the Saints, and Baker Mayfield isn't looking half bad, man. 69.6% completion percentage, 882 yards, 7 touchdowns, and 2 picks. That ain't bad at all. Not bad at all. The Bucks have shocked me a little bit, and I thought for sure the Saints were the best team in this division. But if Baker Mayfield keeps playing like this, the Bucks might be the best team in that division. The Steelers got rocked by the Texans, and their rookie QB, CJ Stroud, threw for over 306 yards and 2 touchdowns. And the Steelers look like shit. And to add injury to insult, Kenny Pickett is injured with a bone bruise in his knee. He will practice this week, and those practices will determine if he's healthy enough to play on Sunday. Josh Allen finally looks like Josh Allen again. The Bills' defense was able to hold the Dolphins to 20 points after they scored 70 the week before against the dumpster fire that is the Bears. Listen to these stats. Josh Allen was 21 for 25 for 320 yards and 4 touchdowns. That's an 84% completion percentage. And this was definitely the most complete and impressive game the Bills have put up so far this season. Also, real quick, I just want to shout out Kentucky Wildcats football. They beat the dog out of the Florida Gators 33-14. And if you don't know, Kentucky's record against the Gators in football is absolutely dreadful, man. We are 21-53 all time against the Gators. But things are starting to turn around because we have beaten them 3 years in a row now. And if we win the next 27 years in a row, we will have officially tied Florida for the most amount of times they've beaten us in a row. Yeah, that's right. They beat us every year from 87 to 2017. Yikes. Anyway, NBA Media Day was yesterday, and there was so much to talk about here. First off, how about the Milwaukee Bucks getting Dame?
No, no, no. Ah! Please, no. Ah! That's it. We're gonna go get Dame. Don't worry, Dame. Jimmy the Butler is coming. Dame? Oh, no, you don't, Giannis. Ah!
As a Sixers fan, that really pisses me off.
You know, that really grinds my gears.
But it was clear that the Blazers weren't going to trade Dame to the Sixers unless Maxey was on the table. And Maxey is not on the table. And that's because he's only 22 years old. He already averages 20 points per game on 48% field goal shooting, 43% from 3. To put that in perspective, Allen Iverson only shot 42% from the field and 31% from 3 during his time with the Sixers. And I know it's 2 different eras, and Allen Iverson was a one-man show, but my point is that the Sixers would be complete fools if they gave up 22-year-old Tyrese Maxey for 33-year-old Damian Lillard. Maxey's ceiling is really, really high. But with that being said, I feel like the Sixers would have been better off if Dame went to Miami. Dame on the Bucks is just a filthy combination with him and Giannis, man. It's almost not fair. Jimmy Butler also thinks everyone would be better off if Dame went to the Heat, and he feels some type of way about it.
I demand an explanation. The Bucks tampered to get Dame, and I want an investigation.
We already did, Karen. The only ones who tampered were you guys.
I want to talk to your manager.
I am the manager, Karen.
Then I want to talk to whoever's above you.
There isn't anybody above me.
Then I'm calling the cops. You're going to be in big trouble when they get here. Hello? Police? It's Karen again. What do you mean quit calling? Having fun is too a crime.
Yo, Jimmy Butler's hilarious. What's even funnier is that he knows that the photo shoot they take on Media Day will be the photos they use for the starting lineups on TV. So last year, we got an entire year of Dreadlock Jimmy being the photo that they put up for the starting lineups. And this year, we get Emo Jimmy for an entire season. This is hilarious. Me personally, I'm not feeling the look. You know we got to roast Jimmy Butler here for a second with his "If I could find you now, things would get better" looking ass. With his "What's my age again? What's my age again?" looking ass. With his "Cut my life into pieces, this is my last resort" looking ass. Yeah, his "Wake me up till September ends" looking ass. But Jimmy Butler easily has one of the best personalities in the NBA, and every time he does this, he raises his marketability. Then, to really stick a knife in the sides of Sixers fans, Jrue Holiday gets traded to the Celtics. I hate the Celtics so damn much, man, and they just got way better. They added him and Kristaps Porzingis. Meanwhile, in Philly, we can't get rid of James Harden. And we just signed his arch nemesis, Kelly Oubre. Not to get into these guys' personal lives too much, but apparently they have beef over this woman. Let's just say that she dated both of them, and the time that she was together with them overlapped a little bit. So it's safe to assume that Kelly Oubre and James Harden probably don't like each other very much, and we just traded for him. Anyway, James didn't show up to media day, and he is hell-bent on wiggling his way out of Philly and getting his way just like he has multiple times in the past. And he might be wiggling his way out of the league. Look,
the NBA doesn't need him.
We're here.
The NBA doesn't need him no more. So the way, and I'm all for player empowerment. All of us are for player empowerment, but he forced his way out of Houston, forced his way out of Brooklyn. Now he's trying to force his way out of Philly. Like, at some point, everyone's going to be say like, and he's got so much talent and a lot of game left, could talk himself out of the league with his talent, which is crazy to think.
Remember when Melo said he wasn't coming off the bench?
They blackballed him for how many years?
Y'all remember this? About 2 years? Like straight up. And that humbled him too, bro. Straight up. This is what they finna do to James Harden, or at least it feels like. I told Peters, I think that a couple times when you wiggle your way out, bro, you only got about what, 1 or 2 wiggles?
We all feel like he has so much game left. You know, he's not the player he was, but he's still that 19 and 10 type guy, so he can still play. So my thing with him is he just has to be careful. As good as he is, he could, the way he's been wiggling, like KG said, you only get so many wiggles.
Toot toot, chugga big red car. We're gonna ride the whole day long.
Matt Barnes and Kevin Garnett are right. The NBA doesn't need you anymore. Like, you're no longer a top attraction. And if you don't humble yourself a little bit, the NBA isn't afraid to do it for you. Especially if you're on the backside of your career, 34-year-old James Harden. Now, there are reports that James Harden was fined for not showing up to media day, and now he plans on joining the team for camp. And I think the only reason is, well, I'll let Marshawn Lynch explain it.
I'm here so I won't get fined. 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 I'm just here so I won't get fined.
James Harden is only showing up to camp so he doesn't get fined. But everyone is expecting that James will make things uncomfortable and difficult when he does show up. This is a complete mess, and I'm at the point where I'm just like, just get rid of Daryl Morey too. It was his idea to bring James in. He was the one that dangled the idea of the max contract out there like a carrot, and he's the one that failed to get James Harden traded in the offseason. Maybe something can happen during the season, similar to how we got rid of Ben Simmons. But if James Harden continues insisting on being extremely immature, his trade value will remain low. Daryl Morey will hold on to him, hoping and wishing some fool overpays for him. And it's just not going to happen, especially if James doesn't change his attitude. Honestly, if James Harden continues to stay this stubborn, there's a possibility that he stays with the Sixers all season, becomes a free agent, and nobody picks him up unless it's for a huge discount. So James is ruining things for himself right now. It is what it is. Anyway, it's going to be all for this one, guys. I will see you on the next one.
Can't wait.
Love you guys. Peace.
Dark side, light this bitch up.